Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start frying our bacon for the, cause I'm a multitask now, so I want y'all to keep up. Because when I'm cooking, I don't cook one thing at a time. I cook it all at one time, so I'll be done at one time. So this is just some regular cheap bacon. It don't matter what kind. It don't matter if it's hickory or it's maple. But when I buy my bacon, and especially when I'm getting ready to make some cabbage, I cut this in half. Just like this. And I just cut this in half. And I'm going to tell you why. If you cut it in half, when you're frying, yeah, I'll be working with my left hand. I'm a lefty. When you're frying, so then therefore, you end up with, more bacon. Not only do you end up with more bacon, but it won't be long bacon pieces. It'll be, nice sized bacon pieces, and it'll be more meaty. Now, to fry bacon and to have bacon from burning and looking toe up, you always, always, always fry bacon in a cool skillet. When you put bacon in a cool skillet, then let it gradually heat up. Your bacon is always pretty brown. It's not burnt. It's not crispy on the tips, and the rest of it is raw. None of that. We're going to do this. Now, me, I put all my bacon in there all at one time. I put it all in there at one time. Now I'm going to cut my stove on, and I'm going to cut it on to like a 5. That's the way I do it. Now, I'm going to, the next thing I'm going to do, now while that's warming up, I'm going to start getting my ground beef together to put this meatloaf in there. Now, one thing about making meatloaf, I don't eat everybody's meatloaf because, first of all, with those acrylic nails and shit, it'd be too much shit up under there for me. And so, I'm a very clean type of individual, and when I'm cooking, I think about what the recipient's gonna feel like, how they gonna feel about it when they eating it. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want nothing more than somebody manipulating that ground beef and their nails and shit is nasty. That's horrible. Don't do that to your family. So if anything, get you a pair of those disposable gloves. I done it too. Hell, at the hospital, I just go in and get me a whole box of them. Fuck it. So get you some disposable gloves from the hospital, and you always, when you cooking meatloaf or anything like that, boom, you got you some gloves on deck. Especially my CNAs that watch me. Y'all got access to some damn gloves. Get you a box of them goddamn gloves and keep it pushing. Anyway, so I'm gonna put in all my dry ingredients. Damn, I can't get it open. Here we go. I'm gonna put in my dry ingredients. Now, to 1 package of this is to 2 pounds of ground beef. So since we're cooking a 4-pound loaf, we're gonna use 2 packets. Now, if I don't have the beef lifted onion soup mix and I just have just a regular McCormick seasoning packet or whatever, which that's cool, ain't shit wrong with that either. I've cooked meatloaf a gang of times with that. And so even with that, what was I saying? I was talking about okay. Even with the package of meatloaf mix, you gotta be careful when you're getting ready to put this in there because it will make it salty. So you only want to put just a little bit of this in there because you don't want your family members all with their tongues out trying to eat your shit. So, and then when you put this Worcester sauce in there, it really kicks it up and it will make it salty if you ain't careful, I'm telling you. So you don't do that to your crew. So then I'm gonna shake some of him up in there, like that, like so. Then I'm gonna put my eggs in there, like that. And then I'm gonna take some bread You know, the heels of the bread, I don't eat heel bread. I just don't like it. I don't like the crust on my bread when I eat my sandwiches, none of that shit. But when I get ready to make meatloaf, I take bread and just put your bread inside of your meatloaf mixture. Like that, like so. You get all that kind of in there. So, and then just clean up your shit after you know what I'm saying? Clean it up while you're cooking, and then therefore you don't have no big old mess at the end of the night when you're trying to get finished and all that stuff, and you got shit everywhere and stuff all over the place and all that. So we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna, I think it's just one little slice of bread here. So if it's cool and it ain't got no shit growing on it, we get ready to use this. Mm-hmm. Let's see what it got going on. Is it cool? It's cool. All right, so we're gonna put that in there. So after you get all of that together and all that all minced up like this, then I'm gonna pause for the cause and go get me a pair of gloves, because I just don't want to, you know, I don't like shit up under my nails. And I quit wearing acrylics a long time ago because a lot of nurses, you know, CNAs, a lot of CNAs will still wear their acrylics, but a lot of nurses, when you're doing all kinds of stuff to your patients, a lot of facilities don't allow you to wear acrylics. A lot of places don't. So since I was having a problem, you know, with my acrylics, I just stopped wearing them all together. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of this in there, just a little bit. Ooh, okay. So anyway, family, we're gonna put this together. I'm gonna go get me some gloves. I'm gonna manipulate this, and I'll be back in a couple of shakes. I got my bacon on, but you can tell that you can't hear the bacon because when you put it in there cold, it cooks slower, but it don't be jacked up, and that's the whole thing. So I got the water in here for my macaroni, and when you're making this, you're gonna put some salt in there and some oil. Now see, when I buy my oil, I buy it like this. This is canola oil, but I just buy big shit. Like I said, big girls gotta have big shit. So I put some oil in there to keep the macaroni from sticking, and then I'll put some salt in there. And when that comes to boil, then when that begins boiling, it won't stick. So I'm gonna go get me some gloves, guys, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna put this together. 2 shakes, 2 and 2.